Hi there, and welcome to Graham's Guide, Friday Live, this Friday, the 18th of March. It's been a busy week. There's no doubt about it. The discussion boards are absolutely flying. I love reading all of the introductions and watching the videos. I'm a bit of a social media junkie, so even though I get paid for it, I actually really enjoy it, and I spend probably more time reading all of those posts than I should. I try and respond to as many as I can as well, although that proves a little bit more difficult. For many of you, reading and responding to all of these posts this week, it's going to be very time consuming. Don't feel that you need to read and respond to every post. Post your discussion, post your introduction, so that might be a video or a text, and then respond to one or two other students if you are able to. And that's all that I would hope for in week one. There are 40 people in every group, so if everyone's posting 3 or 4 posts, there's easily over 100 posts already, and you're or 200 posts already, and so you're not expected to be reading and responding to all of that interaction. If you want to respond to more than 1 or 2, that's absolutely fine, but don't feel obliged to. It's really wonderful, and I'm getting it's like I say, I'm a social media junkie, but I really do enjoy reading where people have come from, what's brought them to study, what they were doing before, what they're intending to do in the future, and it's really enthralling. It sort of validates like much of what I think is going on in the world. Like people are actually striving to be better and enhance their lives. And when there's so many bad things going on, it's just really lovely to read your introduction posts. There's such a positive spin. It's such an optimistic feeling that I get from reading those posts. Anyway, look, today's agenda, I'm looking at email, Canvas messages, and the discussion board. So let me get straight into that. In addition to the busy discussion boards, your email and your Canvas messages might also be clogged with lots of messages. One way you can, strategically handle this overload of information is to create subfolders in your inbox. So I've got a fake one here, inbox, and you can see that there's two messages from me. This top one is actually an email message from me, and that's a little bit different from this one. This is actually a message that I sent to everyone in Canvas, and because I've got my notifications to set up, when I receive a message in Canvas, that gets forwarded to my email. So you may want to, if that's what you've got happening, you may want to change that. So to avoid double ups, you probably noticed that I'm repeating myself. So some things I send in an email, I'll say the same thing in Canvas message. I'll say the same thing in the discussion boards. That's because I'm trying to get the message across to everybody via various means. And that's usually only here in week one. So if you've been engaging since O Week and you watched my O Week video, orientation week, and yesterday you got a reminder to watch my orientation video, don't feel that I think you haven't done it. I'm just trying to capture everybody because we've got students who are, some of their enrollments are only starting this week. And some students won't enroll until next week. There'll be a few. There's a little bit of movement in this first couple of weeks. So I tend to repeat myself quite a bit. Don't feel that I think you haven't done the work if you already have. I'm just sending out reminders to everybody. So yeah, back to what I was talking about here in the inbox. Okay, so I suggest, so create a subfolder by right-clicking, and I would, for me, I might call it the person who I'm receiving it from, or if I'm in a unit, I might name it after the unit. So I could either call this folder Graeme, or I might call it COM1003, or I might just call it both, like what I've done here. So that creates the folder, and then these two messages, I pull them out of all the rest of the email that's going on and pop them into this folder so I can easily find them later. They won't show as read until I've read them. And you can see what's unread in these subfolders. So that's just one possible way, a strategy that might help you with, dealing with a lot of email. So back into discussion boards, down the left-hand side here, you'll see that there's Canvas messages. So the email is really a more formal sort of communication between the university and yourself, whereas Canvas messaging, that's more like student-to-student communication. Sometimes I will send a reminder of a Collaborate session to using Canvas messages, and then that will send a reminder off to your Outlook email box as well. But I will very rarely send email and Canvas messages after this week, because I know what it's like to receive all of that email, and really all of our communication should be taking place in the discussion boards. So let's go to the discussion boards. If you were watching last week, you will possibly have added a bookmark of your discussion board to the bookmark bar. So I can go up here and I'll scroll down to one of these discussion boards. Let's go into group 2. So this is these are all the discussions for group 2, and as I say, this is where all of our communication should be taking place. If you've got a question for me, that's a general question, you can ask it here in the very top forum, general Q&A, or if you've got other questions related to Collaborate, you can ask it in the Collaborate Hub. For assignment 1, questions, each of these forums have different purposes, but if you're not sure where to ask your question, just ask it in the general Q&A, and that I'll find it very easily. And I usually respond pretty quickly, usually the same day. We have up to 48 hours to respond here in the discussion boards, but I'm usually pretty quick. Okay, so into the 1.2 discussion. This one has 76 replies, or 76 posts. And 11 posts have come in since I was last here. So I've got 11 I need to catch up on. So I've been asked about how to use Canvas Studio, how to post a video. So here under the task, if you follow this link here, how to succeed in this unit, that will take you to some guidance on posting the video. I'll just quickly go there now. So if I open a new window, I go to our homepage, and then I choose modules. These first 3 modules are ones that you would do during O Week, and this provides introductory information and guidance. So in this one, how to succeed in this unit, you will find guidance on Canvas Studio. You need to scroll to the bottom, and here are, there's different guidance on different tools. Canvas Studio is here at the end. If you click on that, it'll tell you how to use Canvas Studio and take you through, a guided tour of how you would post using Canvas Studio. I'm going to go back to here now, and I'm just going to create a post. So, just another quick thing. So in this discussion, this is the introduce yourself discussion. This is the top post, and this tells you what to do. And then from here, you can create your own thread by clicking on write a reply. So I've created a new thread here, which is my introduction. And if you click on reply here, the expectation is that you're replying to something that I've said because I've started this thread. Sometimes people click on reply in someone else's thread, and they're responding to whatever the task is. That's kind of okay to do that, but I think it's nicer to have your own thread. So if you're responding to the task, then start here with write a reply. If you go down here and find someone else's thread that you think they've said something interesting, you can reply to their post by clicking on reply here, and that will reply to their thread. I hope that makes sense. So let's click on write a reply to start our reply. And I might do a text reply. Hi, everyone. My name is Graeme, and then I go on and I write more about myself, provide some introduction. And then I could just click post a reply, and that will post my text reply. If I want to add a Canvas Studio video, then you need to click on this icon here, which is for Canvas Studio. So I might add here, please see my introduction video below. And so this is where my cursor is, that's where it's going to insert the video. So I click on Canvas Studio, and there's a video that I uploaded earlier in the week. But over here, there are these three dots, or ellipses. If you click on this, you can either choose to do a screen capture or use your webcam. You can upload a video from your computer, and that's what I did. I actually recorded this on my iPhone. I uploaded it to Facebook, and from Facebook onto my computer. And then I uploaded it from my computer here into Canvas Studio. You can also use an external link. So if you have a YouTube channel or some other, or Vimeo, you can copy a link from your YouTube channel and use this, and that will pop your video in using an external link from, as I mentioned, something like YouTube. So that's how you use the discussion boards. And that's, how do I get out of that? And cancel. All right, well, I hope that's been helpful to you. That's really all I wanted to say today. Good luck with your, you're heading into week 2 now. Some of you will actually just be starting because you will have had stuff going on during this week, and you've put off actually getting started to this coming weekend. So looking forward to receiving your introductions this weekend. But those of you who are starting to look at week 2, just make sure you read my guidance on choosing your unit goals and course goals, because that's going to be really helpful when it comes around to assignment 3, which is your final assignment in this unit. Alrighty, well, that's all from me for now. I'll see you in the discussion boards. Bye for now.